Well, his Twitter handle says comfortably numb. Are you still in that state of mind?
Yes, of course. That helps me to think.
And think you do a lot. His tweet says, we must look differently at known knowns, must take chances with known unknowns, and be ready to deal with unknowns.
Yes.
This is your own, like.
Yeah, I was, while we were discussing all those important things on stage, this idea came and I was like, let me write down what I thought. Well, I think it's extremely important. All the known knowns that we are very good at, I think we should also look at those known knowns with a different, from a different place, and we can come up with something very, very interesting. All the known unknowns that we are working on, I think we should take more chances with it. And we should be sure that unknown unknowns will hit us, and we should be okay with that fact.
You know, he's an actor by profession, but I think there is a philosopher, hidden philosopher somewhere.
I think it's more than philosophy. I think it's science. And as I read and I get to know that I know nothing, it's some Aristotle or something. Yeah, I feel that lines are blurring between science and philosophy and other subjects too.
Talking about science, he's all set to make a trip to the moon. So how was it being, and we've got him down to Mother Earth for just this conversation.
I'm still over the moon.
So what was it like being at NASA? We saw all those wonderful pictures.
Very, very excited. I was like a kid in a candy store, and they had to force me to come back to India because they were scared that I kabhi acting nahi karunga uske baad. All those theories that I had very peacefully coexisted with in the schools, all those physics and maths formulas, but those are just theories, right? You get to experience it after so many years for the first time in a long, long time. I mean, I was so excited. I can't explain it. It's just that it's one of a few of my favorite days of my life.
So 4 days of training. So what was that like?
So I did everything. I was so excited that I ended up doing everything twice. So yes, I was in a centrifuge. I got to 3.5 Gs that you actually feel when you're flying a Saturn V rocket. And I did it again and again for 25 minutes. And they were like, oh, you're supposed to throw up because you actually throw up. But I was not. I was like, yeah, I was in that centrifuge. It's a very cramped, claustrophobic thing. And then I did multi-axis simulator where you're flowing in all the axes. It's like you're tumbling in space. So that was good. That was disorienting. And then what I did, then I walked on the moon, one-sixth of your weight.
What is it like to do the moonwalk?
It's way different from the moonwalks that we do on stage, definitely. But yes, I was tired in the first few steps, but then I figured out a way to walk. It can be sideways, so I can show it to you later. So yeah, I devised a way, and also I walked on all the simulators, Orion and all. I flew them, I landed them again and again successfully, and they were surprised. They were like, he has done it before. Well, in my head, I have done it before, but yes, experiencing it for the first time, it was something else.
So maybe you might just get a job at NASA.
I might just quit acting.
Don't do that before you finish that exciting lineup that you have. So you're all set to start Chanda Mama Door Ke, and they have the script of Chanda Mama Door Ke at NASA along with Apollo 13 or something.
Yes, of course. So they're like I think there are 3-4 films that I've said yes to, and very, very different films. And I don't know how to do them. I don't know how to, portray those characters, and that's why it's so exciting. I'll figure them out, and it's back to back, and very, very drastically different from each other. So looking forward to it.
So you have driven after this. Drive. Sorry.
So Drive is 1, Kedarnath is 2, Chanda Mama is 3. Abhishek Chaube's next is 4, and there's another film which I can't say right now, which is the 5th film. Yeah.
Who was did you always want to play a dacoit? That's exciting because we don't have those Daku singer movies now, yeah, or Daku Mangal Singh.
It's a different dacoit. It's a very real dacoit. And the way we are showing it is very contemporary way of storytelling, and also it's not what you're playing in the film which is exciting. It's not the astronaut which is exciting or the dacoit, but those characters in that world, and just to understand what they're feeling and why they feel what they feel is the driving force.
Absolutely, and driving force. you're doing a movie called Drive. So is that going to be like a cool action film? Like,
yes, that is what the intent is, and script is very engaging. They're like flying cars and all,
Awesome.
and also I'm supposed to look good, so I tried my best.
you look good.
I've tried my best. Let's see, because it's Jacqueline also. Then she's extremely good looking. So yeah, I had to do my best to just. I didn't match, unfortunately, but yeah, I did my best. I did my
And you're
best.
one of the two fittest people in the industry. You and
she's,
Jacqueline.
she's extremely fit. She's extremely fit, and she also appreciates the fact that I have an eye for fitness.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it was a symbiotic relationship.
Awesome, but you know, Sushant, there are roles that you do, but that is one character that gets stuck to you.
Yeah.
And for me, you would always be captain. Kitne bhi pichre kar lo, but for me, you will always be captain. Do you think and that's, I think, happening with a lot of people. They look at you and say, Dhoni, Captain Cool.
They say that, and I think it's something that I should be extremely proud of, because first of all, I got to live his life, which is very, very interesting. It's a very, very different way of looking at things, and he's so popular, and everybody has such a clear image of his. And if somebody else comes in and convinces that he is him, it's a good feat as an actor. And at the same time, there are people who say that, oh, Manav, which was my TV character,
True.
and the character that I played. So yes, if I get known by my characters' names, it will just be an indicator that I'm doing my job properly.
Yeah, for the longest time, you were Mana for my mother because she used to watch that show when you were on.
Yes.
And
Thank you.
lastly, you're like quite the dancer. Will we ever see you do a full-blown dancing film?
But the script has to be good. I really want to dance. As an actor also, when I act, I think like a dancer. It's only rhythm for me. It's only beats and pauses that I play on. So yes, I would like to do something like a Black Swan.
Awesome.
But yeah, the story has to be there.
Absolutely, and all the very best. And before we go, another quote that you want to give us to live by till we talk to you again.
My mother used to tell me that, and it's actually true, that your life is the story that you tell yourself. And you want to change your life, change the story.
Absolutely. And you are a lucky guy who gets to play so many characters and tell us so many stories. Thank you, Sushant, and all the very best.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.